This is Time Signatures with Jim Ervin, a podcast and radio program presented by the Capital Area Blues Society in Lansing, Michigan.
Driving up and down these Michigan roads, yeah.
And now, here he is, your host, Jim Ervin.
Baby, I'm home.
Well, hi there, everyone, and thank you so much, Parker. I'm Jim Ervin, and this is Time Signatures. Every so often, I try to reach out to those that I have partnered with through my reverse sponsorship program because I like to see how they're doing. My guest today started the Killer Blues Headstone Project. It started its phenomenal run in 2008, and their goal was simple, to see that no blues musician lay in an unmarked grave. Pretty straightforward, I'm sure you would agree. Well, to date, this amazing organization has purchased and placed more than 175 headstones, and they have been placed across the United States in some 17 states. Not bad. Not bad at all. And I have to tell you, I'm a super fan of Killer Blues founder and president. Ladies and gentlemen, the Mayor of Whitehall, Michigan, my good friend, Stephen Salter. Mr. Mayor, I am pleased to welcome you back to Time Signatures. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. Thank you, Mr. Bates, for your interest in even talking with me.
Always, man. Now, I was checking on the last visit that you made to the program, and it was May 5th of last year. And back then, you had placed, at that time, 159 headstones in 16 states. So by my account, that's 16 new headstones in just over a year and a few months. I think it's safe to say you've been a busy man, haven't you?
Yes, I have been very busy. I think the time sequence there's a little skewed. I think it's probably those 16 stones are probably maybe two and a half years worth. But yeah, we're
Very
at 175 now.
Very good. Now these numbers, they're moving constantly. You've always got something going on. As I recall from our chat in early September, you were planning to place a new headstone, possibly placing another one or two more. So where are you at right now? Are you still working on some?
At this point, all the stones that I think that I'm going to get down this year are down.
Okay.
We have, I think it was 5 that we put down this year. I have 7 stones that I've got all designed, ready to go, just waiting on funds.
Okay. And just go ahead.
I have a long list of individuals that, I can't even take it that far to even look at designing the stone. And as a matter of fact, just 2 days ago, I got a call from a person representing a family asking me if I could do a stone for them. And
wow.
We're out on that trail of getting the details worked out to make that happen.
That's really cool. Now, just to refresh the memories of our listeners and viewers, what caused you to start out on this mission in the first place, Stephen?
What happened was I was paying my respects to some blues musicians that I respected in the Chicago area on my way to the New Orleans Jazz Festival. And I discovered that Otis Spann and a number of others did not have headstones. And that's really the catalyst that got me going on this. At that point, I didn't say, oh, I'm going to make my life's mission to see that there's no blues artist lying in an unmarked grave. It just, that one Otis Spann stone wore on me, and that's really what got the ball rolling.
Were people supportive of your work from the beginning, do you think?
People, I mean, I started Killer Blues in 1995, and I was a vendor at Blues Festival selling CDs and T-shirts, and I was talk with people, and I might tell them, oh, I learned that this person is lying in an unmarked grave, and they'd say that that's terrible, and somebody should do something about it. So people have always been supportive of it. I mean, that's why I've been able to put 175 stones down, because blues fans have supported the project through donations, attendance at festivals, buying merch. Yeah, blues fans have supported it.
Sure. Now, this is not an inexpensive venture, is it?
No, it is not. It is not. I think
Now, yeah, I was
we've
going to say
spent
just for the sake of education, what did a headstone cost in '08 and what do they cost now?
initially they were like the headstone was like $250, and now
And
they're $1,400.
wow.
And that's it. That's if we're lucky that we've if they cemeteries sometimes require a bronze marker, which now puts it up to close to $3,000.
Holy cats.
Oh,
Man,
it's an expensive proposition, and
it really is.
unfortunately there's really no negotiating those prices because cemeteries are private ventures and they can demand whatever they want. So,
Man. Now, I know earlier this summer you hosted a fundraising rummage sale and you and your family both raised enough cash to purchase a headstone at the conclusion of that. And I was truly honored to have been able to come over there and bring you some cash to meet the goal. Ended up with some great albums, but in truth, you offered up some really tempting pieces of vinyl to people. And I think there were some CDs there as well, which made it pretty easy for me to pass the cash over. Um, I believe that 5 or 6 album set of Bessie Smith was just part of my haul. But how are things going for you now currently on the donation front?
uh, donations, they spits and spurts.
Okay.
I will tell you that we recently we got a check from a charity fund that will cover 2 stones,
Nice.
which is very, very nice.
Yes.
That'll go a ways to take care of a couple of those 7 stones that I have designed, ready, waiting on funds. Uh, you know, but
Honestly, if there's anybody under the sound of my voice that's watching this program that is or knows of an angel investor, this is a fantastic location and a fantastic uh, way to spread it, if that's what you're looking to do. Um, I can tell you honestly, from the time I met you, Steve, I fell in love with the passion and with the work that you're doing because it truly is an honorable investment of your time. Would you agree?
I to me, it's about honoring the artist that created the music.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Now, I know that you still have several unmarked graves that you're either investigating or you're ready to buy the stone. As you said, you've got 7 that are already designed and ready to go. How about that list of others that you're still working on at this time? Because I know that's never ending for you, is it?
Right. As an example, I'm currently reading. There's a excellent biography on Earl Hooker, and
Okay.
Earl Hooker was a giant in the early Chicago blues. And I'm still reading the book, but I'm about halfway through it, and I've come up with at least a dozen names of individuals that I need to research and find out who they were, their contributions, and I know a number of them that were significant contributors to the blues. Of that dozen, I think 2 or 3 of them I know where they're buried, and I know they have a marker. But the rest of them, these guys' names are new to me, and they were significant sidemen for Earl Hooker. And
Wow.
most of the artists that we're taking care of, they're the sidemen. They weren't the BB Kings, the Stevie Ray Vaughns. Those
Right.
guys. It's the we did the headstone for BB King's drummer of 22 years. Nobody knows who he was. His name was Caleb Emery, but you know,
Now that was
we're
BB's first drummer.
well, I don't know how many drummers but he drummed. BB King played for a long time.
Well, I know he had
And
T.C. Coleman for about 25 years. So if you add the 22 years from the other, that's 47 years. That's a big chunk of his life for sure.
yeah, right.
But yeah.
So,
All right, Steve. Well, let's get to the big news of this visit, shall we? November 8th, you're holding a fundraiser for the Killer Blues Headstone Project over in, I believe it's Muskegon. Is that correct?
That is correct. At
Fill us
Unruly,
in. What are the
Unruly
details?
Brewing. It's at Unruly Brewing. There is a Facebook page. You can go to my website, killerblues.net, and there's a link to buy tickets. The Vincent Hayes band is going to be opening, and for them, I'm real excited about that. I mean, I'm beyond excited to be able to bring, Thornetta Davis to Muskegon. She's
Oh,
just a
yeah.
phenomenal, force of nature of her own, and she's gonna just blow people away. But Vincent has a new band with some new members in it that they've been working hard to hone their chops. I spoke with Vince this morning. All the band members are really excited about this gig. So yeah, it's hopefully it's going to be a successful fundraiser. And the idea is that we're hoping that this will generate enough interest that we can put on a full-on festival next summer in Muskegon.
Man, wouldn't that be nice?
To the shoreline.
Yeah, you bet. And I'll be glad to help you with picking some names too. I got some good bands to recommend to you. All right. So the date is November 8th. What time is the event going to be held at Unruly Brewing?
Okay. The event is doors open at 6. Vince is going to hit the stage at 7, play for an hour. Then Thornetta is going to play from 9 till as long as she wants to play.
There you go. And how much are the tickets?
Right now, the advance are $20 at the day of the show are $25, and there's numerous, like I say, places to purchase the tickets. The tickets are all will call, so person will go on the either my website or the Facebook page, and there's a QR code that'll take you right to a square where you can buy the tickets. So you'll show up to the venue, present an ID, and we'll have your name on the list, and in you go.
Very nice. Very nice. Now, what other additional ways are you going to be raising funds at this event, like raffles, silent auctions, things of that nature?
That isn't going to be a part of this one, simply because those things take extra bodies and extra people. And,
okay.
I'd love to have those things. We'll certainly have a donation jar there, and we'll have some killer merch. I'm not sure if Thornetta has any merch, but we'll have some killer, hats and T-shirts. So we're hoping that this thing is a sellout. Right now, the venue tells me that there's seating for 200.
Okay.
But the venue can hold 300. Now it's an all age
standing room only.
It's general admission is called. So that means it could be, when you buy a ticket, doesn't mean there's a seat. Unlike when I put on shows at my Playhouse in Whitehall, you buy a ticket, there's a seat there for you.
Right.
This is a different thing, and it's an experiment. We're hoping that things will go off smooth, and everybody will be very happy, and the venue will make some money, and the headstone will make some money, and we'll show that Muskegon will support blues, and we can plan for a event next summer.
Indeed. Now, I have to be honest, anytime I get a chance to see Detroit's Queen of the Blues, Thornetta Davis, it's an honor. I'm genuinely excited to take in the set by Vincent Hayes as well. I was just introduced to him earlier this summer, and I really dig his music. So if anyone's wondering if it's worth the drive, I mean, Thornetta Davis alone is worth the drive. Okay. Let's be honest with that. But Vincent really adds to that value, doesn't he?
Oh yeah. And there is a sneak preview clip out there.
Yes, there is.
His band. And if that doesn't make you want to see him, I don't know what will. They're just
is it the Albert Collins clip? Is that the one?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Vince and I have a long history. We go back a long time.
Yes, sir.
I've been somewhat of a mentor to Vince in his early days. When I first met him, he was into reggae, and I said, "Yeah, reggae is good, but hey, you need to listen to some Muddy Waters, Wolf."
Did you turn him on to Albert Collins?
Well, I've turned him on to a lot of music, and
Okay.
I don't know if I'm responsible for his becoming aware, but of Albert in particular. But him and I spent a lot of time in cars listening to music, traveling. So here, listen to this.
And he actually said that he was with you when he took the picture for that album. What is it? Things Just Got Worse, or what is that last album?
Yeah.
Of the Dead Armadillo or whatever?
Yeah, that was his first album. That was taken in Mississippi.
Oh, okay. It was the first album. I'm sorry.
Yeah, the first album. We were on our way to Memphis Minnie's gravesite. And that armadillo was very near her gravesite.
Okay.
So he said,
Very
I got
cool.
And then it showed up on his, It's a great album. He's got a couple of albums out there, and every one of them are well worth owning.
I agree with you. He doesn't feel like the other albums are. I know his big one that he likes to talk about is Reclamation, the one that he got the nomination for at the BMA. But I'll tell you, there's nothing that I've heard him do of the albums that I've gotten copies of that I have not enjoyed. And I'm excited because he doesn't understand, because he's been kind of out of the circuit for a little bit as a band. I know he's been doing stuff on his own, but he hasn't been doing stuff as a band recently. So to get an opportunity to see him with a band and get to see him playing with the band is, I think, going to be a great time. Fantastic time.
Most definitely.
Yeah. So let's recap this, Stephen, one more time. Saturday, November 8th, it's going to be at Unruly Brewing Company. The address is 360 West Michigan Avenue in Muskegon.
Western Avenue.
I'm sorry?
Western Avenue.
Oh, it's not West Michigan?
It's Western Avenue.
My apologies. Please correct that. 360 Western Avenue in Muskegon. If you're looking for a great way to make a tax-deductible donation to a truly worthy organization, may I humbly recommend that you consider Killer Blues. And again, if anybody out there is listening and wants to make a great donation to a very worthwhile group, this is the place where you want to be. Killer Blues is doing a truly honorable work and taking care of these headstones for these people that are currently laying in unmarked graves. And it's an honor to be a part of that march with you, sir. So let's tell folks where they can go to learn more about Killer Blues and also to make a donation.
So you can go to our website, killerblues.net. And we have a Facebook page under Killer Blues, but the best place to go is to the website, killerblues.net. And I say there is a QR code where you can purchase tickets for the November 8th show, and you can learn all about the Headstone Project and actually see photographs of all the stones that we've placed. So it's a great way to learn about us.
Indeed. Stephen Salter, my good friend, it's been an honor to chat with you today as always. I'm excited to join you and know that I will be there with my camera as well. And don't forget, I'm going to be bringing those posters over with me. As a matter of fact, let me show people. Now, if people want to come and buy one of these posters and I bring them with me, will you allow them to buy them?
Most definitely.
All right. Let me show the people real quick what these look like. Okay.
Yes.
I'm going to click over. And if you look right below Buddy Guy, you'll see the poster. And what is the story of that poster in? What is the name?
That's called The Blues in Me. And that's a poster that I commissioned from a local artist that I said I was looking for someone to paint a picture of blues artists that I truly admired and respected and wanted a mural. And she actually painted the original acrylic painting is 2 foot by 4 foot, hangs in my living room.
Yes, it does.
I took it to a local art place and had them scan it so I could blow it up to 5 foot by 12 foot, and it's on my garage in beautiful color.
And I have to tell you, when you see that thing in person, man, it blows my mind how big and the detail. I mean, they did a really, really good job when they made this larger.
Yes,
But
there's no pixelization.
I matted and framed 10 of these that I donated to Killer Blues. So do me a favor. Come take these out of his hand. Come to the event. Make a donation. Come out for some great blues music and have a good time. It's going to be time and money well spent all the way around. Yeah.
It's going to be a killer diller time.
All right. Very good. Well, as this episode comes to a close, listen to this, Stephen. I want to tell you about the Killer Blues Headstone Project. My good friend Stephen Salter started Killer Blues in 2008 with the goal of making sure that no blues musician lay in an unmarked grave. To date, Killer Blues Headstone Project has already purchased and placed nearly 200 headstones. You heard the number just a minute ago, 175 in close to 20 states. But there's a lot more work to do. In fact, Stephen already has a list of around 25 more headstones in need of funding and placement, and he needs your help to get it done. Whether it's $5, $50, $500 or more, every dollar raised goes to this worthwhile project. Please consider making a tax-deductible donation today at killerblues.net. Look for the donation link at the bottom of the page, and as always, thank you so much for your consideration. And that wraps up this edition of Time Signatures. Once again, my thanks to our guest, Stephen Salter, but also to you, for without you, none of this would be possible. Jim Ervin reminding you, keeping the blues alive is everyone's responsibility, but preserving the history of the blues, one story at a time, that's my mission. Until next time, so long, everybody.
This has been Time Signatures with Jim Ervin, presented by the Capital Area Blues Society in Lansing, Michigan. For more information on cabs, visit capitalareablues.org. You can find this episode and past episodes at lcconnect.org. The Time Signatures theme song, Michigan Roads, is used by permission and was written by Root Doctor, featuring Freddie Cunningham.
You know I'm trying, baby, driving up and down these Michigan roads, yeah.
Until next time, keep on keeping the blues alive.